Hello everyone, welcome to Biotech Regime. In this video, I shall be explaining the technique polymerase chain reaction, in short PCR. It is a technique used to make multiple copies of any particular segment of DNA of our interest. That means we can generate large number of copies of any particular gene from the whole genome of any organism. PCR is extensively being used for various applications. It is possible to detect the presence of any pathogen such as bacteria or virus from a given sample through PCR. PCR is also used in DNA fingerprinting for individual identification, genetic matching, prenatal diagnosis, gene therapy, in mutation screening, drug discovery, bioinformatics, gene cloning, and the list goes on. Suppose we want to isolate a gene from DNA of a given sample. We would run a PCR of the DNA and generate a large number of copies of the target DNA, which can then be used to perform various research experiments. PCR is performed in a machine which is also known as thermal cycler. To perform PCR, a reaction mixture is prepared in a mini tube which would contain the DNA with our gene of interest, 2 primers forward and reverse, the 4-deoxynucleotide triphosphates, and the enzyme Taq polymerase, which is a heat-sensitive DNA polymerase. We then place this mini tube in the PCR machine and set a program to run to get a good amount of amplification. Let us now see what happens in the tube in the PCR machine. The DNA containing our target gene would undergo set number of repeated amplification cycles. A single PCR amplification cycle involves 3 steps: denaturation, annealing, and extension. In the first step of denaturation, the target DNA is heated to a high temperature of about 95 degrees Celsius, which results in the DNA strand separation. Then the temperature is suddenly lowered to 55 degrees Celsius, which would allow the primers to attach to the complementary sequences of the single strands of the DNA molecule. This is called annealing. Now, the Taq polymerase would bind in and start adding the available dNTPs to extend the second strand of the DNA till the end. This cycle is repeated in a loop. In cycle 2, again the double-stranded DNA would separate at 95 degrees Celsius, same primers would anneal at 55 degrees Celsius, and polymerase would again synthesize a new strand on each DNA molecule in the mixture. The process is again repeated in the third cycle. Notice that the DNA stretch between the forward and the reverse primers begin to amplify separately, thus yielding the separate target DNA segment. At the end of cycle 3, we obtain 2 copies of target DNA and 6 copies of DNA of variable lengths which are not of our use. But by cycle 4, copies of the target DNA increase to 8, whereas the variable length DNA fragments also increases but very slowly. As the number of cycles increase, the number of copies of target DNA increase exponentially. By the end of 30 cycles, we would have 1 billion copies of our target DNA from just one single DNA molecule, all in a matter of 4 hours. Isn't that amazing? We can use this amplified version of our gene or DNA fragment of interest in various molecular experimentations and research analysis. I hope the concept of polymerase chain reaction is now clear to all. Thank you for watching.